Hello, update time. I was laying down some serious brick over the last 2 days, and the objective was to make a base that could hold the bottom section of that and the midsection of the spaceship. So the idea is the first chunk of the spaceship will lie down on top of this scaffolding, and it'll have enough height to make sure that when I attach the engines here and here to this body, which goes on the end, so there'd have to be another scaffolding behind it, that'd be high enough off the ground so that the engines wouldn't hit. And this is 35, I believe 35 inches tall, nearly 3 feet by 25 inches, a little over 2 feet by 17, so a little over a foot and a half. And I found that by using modular, repeatable sections, these little squares are in 3 different sizes, and then repeating them, crisscrossing upwards into faces and closing them off into boxes, allowed me to build out this whole thing in only 2 days. Normally when I was thinking about building a base, I thought it would take, weeks or a month. And aside from not having the right parts, which are on order, I'm blown away that's coming together in days. Just to give you a sense of scale, because you can see the washing machine behind there, I'm just going to walk around and kind of move it a little bit, and then we'll get in close. All right, so pretty big for a Lego build, pretty gigantic. The only downside is I greatly underestimated how many pieces it would take. I started out with nearly full bags, gallon bags, of all the different Technic red pieces I needed, and now some of them are nearly gone. So this project is just eating Technic pieces like there's no tomorrow. But as you can see, I really like the look. It seems, just from temporarily pinning it together or just attaching it together, it's going to be really strong, super rigid. I've got alternating triangular trusses going through here, so triangulation, alternating, and then the same on opposing sides, just like a bridge truss would be put together. So any one of these could be a bridge truss. It's just that I'm locking them together, I think using a 13 long Technic element as kind of the standard, and then varying the width in between to kind of make them all connect together going upwards. I have to seal this face, the other face. There's a couple other things like I did it down there. I sealed it off. But for 2 days worth of work, my wrist is starting to act up. My fingers definitely have the calluses now to keep going, but my tendons don't feel so great from pressing all these plates together. I can't do a pinch motion anymore on my right hand. I kind of have to use my other hand and press it together. I should have bought a little mallet, which is a good lesson learned for me on trying to attack something this massive and pressing it together. But overall, I can see how I want to put like a gantry in here, a walkway down. Maybe these long ones will be elevator shafts. I've got so many great ideas. But I think the next step is getting the right elements to permanently connect these together. And then way back there, coming in, I made it wide enough to kind of go from that long arm junction to that long arm junction, is to kind of make a circular negative piece that this thing will sit into. And then putting them on top of there and there. And yeah, at some point pinning it in, trying it out. I think the center of gravity is going to be somewhere down in here, hopefully, so it won't tip over. Who knows what's going to happen? I'll do some experimentation by lifting it up. But overall, um, the progress on this was insane. Just using, first of all, repeatable squares and just bashing those out, finding a fast way to attach, and then making repeatable faces and working out with the measuring tape kind of how wide or how narrow everything had to be. But other than that, just sitting back and just mindlessly kind of manufacturing stuff, just like a set. I mean, if a set had, this set would show like 50x or I don't know, 20, 30, 40x of the same mindless, repeatable, reusable pieces. So a lot of monotony, but it goes very, very quickly. Anyway, that is my update. I'm pretty blown away by how fast this is, and yeah, I'm gonna have to sit back and figure out, look at the budget, and buy a heck of a lot more of the red elements. I wasn't expecting that. Bye.